What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm filming this in the morning right now. It is so cold today. I woke up, I got my jersey and my pants on, and it's freezing outside today. I haven't gotten ready for that at all because I saw this and I instantly wanted to also react to it on the channel. So I'm going to be posting a daily video later today. Also, there's a little bit of an inappropriate part that I saw when I went on to the thumbnail. I saw it, and then it was inappropriate. So we'll definitely be we'll definitely be skipping that.
Hey, I'm Christine, and my classmates have always been scared of me. It's not because I'm a bully, but it's because of my skin disease.
What?
My body parts are often swollen and covered in bruises.
Bro, why do people always... I don't know what's wrong with people sometimes. They'll always judge other people for their appearance. Like, it's so dumb. You shouldn't just be, judging people.
That's why many kids called me the Blue Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I know it's a hunchback of Notre Dame, you idiots. And it's not even blue. It's just a dumb thing.
The person who defended me was Paul. He didn't mind how I looked. And that's why he asked me to become his girlfriend. Of course I said yes. But there was one problem. His parents. When they saw my skin all swollen and blue, they thought I was a freak and...
Oh, it was blue. I'll get my socks on.
What's wrong with you? I said I have skin disease called chronic idiopathic hives. And whenever someone or something touches me, I'll have an allergic-like reaction to it. But don't worry, it's not contagious. His mom responded, my son won't date a freak like you. He deserves a pretty...
Stop judging people! Stop it! Judging people's bad. Like, don't judge people just because of the way they look. I'm pretty sure you guys probably have brothers and sisters out there that you must defend at school.
Girl that won't embarrass him in public.
This is why share my story. Go subscribe to them. They are very good. They have interesting stories. Oh no, this is
like a slap in the face. But Paul came to my defense and screamed, Mom, you're so fat. Why don't you care about your own problems first? When we got into Paul's room, he said, I don't care about my parents. I love you, and that's all matters.
I'm gonna pause, guys. I want to pause the recording when we get to the bad parts. It's gonna be like a little censor bit.
Of course, I loved Paul back. But the next time his mom saw me, she asked, if you have kids, will they look as monstrous as you? Then she put her finger on my forehead and pushed me back. A few minutes later, I was left with a small bruise that stayed for several days. Of course, I was too scared to go back to Paul's home. Instead, we started seeing each other inside a forest next to our school. There we had total privacy and could do whatever we wanted. We often kissed so much that my lips turned blue.
Alright, I'm pausing the recording here because of the inappropriate. Alright, I skipped it, guys. I paused the recording. We can get back to watching. I hope there isn't more of that.
Until Paul told me that his parents were sending him away to live with his aunt in a different state.
I feel like it's good because what he did to her wasn't very that appropriate for YouTube.
My heart broke into a million pieces. I've been so sure we would stay together forever. But that was just a teenage dream. Paul said, you know I love you. I always will.
Yeah, you won't. You're gonna cheat on her as soon as you get there. You're gonna get to the school and you're gonna be like, hey, Bubbunger.
Not worth it. My parents make my life hell because I'm dating them. It's better if we just break up.
She's breaking up.
It's okay, and I hope you will be happy in your new life.
Let's get Kiwi
I tried to not look sad because I didn't want to make it harder for him.
You're freezing.
But after he said goodbye, I sat down under a tree and cried late into the night. I knew if it wasn't for my skin disease, Paul and I would have stayed a couple.
Oh.
But life isn't always fair. And after Paul was gone, the other kids in school started making fun of me again. I was so happy when I finally graduated. I wanted to start all over, and that's why I moved to New York. There I studied economics for 3 years and even dated a new guy. But whenever my skin had a strong allergic reaction, I could see the disgust in his face. One night we slept next to each other, and while I was sleeping...
Guys, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
He wrote his name into my skin with his fingernail. It wasn't long before it was swollen so much that I woke up. I wanted to scream when I looked into a mirror and saw what he'd done. He thought it was funny, but I didn't. So I broke up with him and tried to focus more on college. But studying was never easy. Some days my body was completely completely covered in hives, bruises, and swellings.
Oh,
They were itching so much that all I could do was lie in bed and cry. Barely
oh,
graduated,
poor girl.
but still managed.
I don't think she's real though. If this girl is real, I feel really bad. Well, does it say who it's voiced by? My classmates and words and goodness. Okay, that's just the script.
To get a job at an investment bank. It paid $40,000 a year, which wasn't much, but barely
That's
enough
a
for New
good
York.
deal.
Unfortunately, my skin disease got so bad that I couldn't go to work anymore and got fired. That was the darkest moment of my life. My skin was hurting like hell, and I'd lost my job. I was about to give up on life, so instead of finding a new job, I moved into a homeless shelter. All I did was lie in bed, depressed and scratching my skin. Finally, I wondered, is there anything I want to do before I die? The answer was yes. I wanted to see Paul one last time. I wanted to see if he was happy. So I tracked down and found out that
I tracked him down.
he was working for a consultancy firm in Washington. Then I took a bus and went to surprise him. Of course, I was nervous about meeting him again. He'd done well in life, but I'd failed at everything.
Remember guys, my video is going to be 15 minutes, so we're going to watch this and the story brief
But
very
I was
done.
also desperate to see him again. So I waited in front of his office building. When he came out and saw me, he cried, "Oh my God, Christine! It's so nice to see you. How are you doing?" I said, "I'm good. I just wanted to catch up with an old friend." He said, "Sure." And we went to a restaurant. There he told me about his job and how he had to work 80 hours a week. But when he asked me how I was doing, I blushed and looked away. He said, "Come on, I'm your friend. You can tell me anything." So I told him how I got fired and lived in a homeless shelter because of my skin condition. I even told him I was depressed and rarely got out of bed.
Depressed?
He said, "I'm really sorry. I'd let you live at my place, but I have a girlfriend and she didn't like it." My heart dropped, but I played it cool and said,
Yeah.
"No problem. I'll just move back in with my parents." When we said goodbye to each other, I had tears in my eyes. It was so nice to see Paul again. I still loved him as much as the day we broke up.
We're probably only going to watch this video, guys. If I can fit in a story brief, I'll be very appreciative to YouTube, because I can only make 15-minute videos.
My mom's home. Her and Dad had just gotten divorced, and she was happy to have some company. But just a few days later, I got a message from Paul that said, "Hey Christine, when I saw you last week, all my feelings for you came back. I can't stop thinking about you. I just broke up with my girlfriend, and I'd love you to come back to Washington. You can move in here right now." Wow, my head spun around. It felt like a gift from God. A little hope in a hopeless life. I immediately drove back to Washington, and when I saw Paul, we gently fell into each other's arms, kissing passionately for ages. Felt like we were teenagers again, making out in the forest while we hid from his parents.
That's pretty cool. If I could blow something. I'm bad at editing, so I don't even know how to blow.
We found another job, but my chronic idiopathic hives flared up again, and the pain kept me awake at night, so I barely ever got any sleep. When I got fired from my job again, I felt so ashamed. But Paul said, "Don't worry, it's not your fault, and I'm making enough money to take care of both of us." Well, that was our life for the next 2 years. I stayed at home doing nothing, while Paul worked long hours. But then I got pregnant, and everything changed. At first, Paul was super happy and screamed, "We're going to be parents! This is the best day ever!" But I wasn't sure. I felt like Paul deserved
What
something
happened to
better.
your skin disease? What it says here, you're allergic to skin. What? Shouldn't it hurt you? Oh crap, an ad. Hold up.
I was holding him back. The next day, Paul went on his knees in front of me and got out an engagement ring. He said, "Christine,
Marry me."
will you marry me?" I started crying and said, "I can't. You deserve someone better than me. I'm a mess." He responded, "I don't care. I love you and I don't want any other girl." So in the end, I agreed and said, "Yes, I want to marry you." But then came the hard part. We had to tell his parents about our engagement. We called them up and said, "Hey, you remember the girl I was dating in high school?"
That girl, guys, she is in this. She's in
Paul
it.
said, "Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that we're engaged now." His mom was quiet for a few seconds, but then she started crying and screamed, No, no, you deserve better than her. Wow, she really hated me. But Paul still arranged a dinner for us and his parents. Maybe we could work things out. His parents still didn't know I was pregnant. We wanted to tell them over dinner. But before we could say anything, his mom said, I have a surprise for you, Paul. And then a really gorgeous girl sat down at our table. Paul's mom said, this is Georgina. I want to ask her something. Georgina, do you think my son Paul is attractive? Georgina responded, yes. Then his mom asked, would you date my son? And she said, yes, I would love to date him. Tears were running down my cheeks. Georgina was so beautiful, I felt unworthy compared to her. But Paul got annoyed and asked Georgina to leave. Then he turned to his mom and said, you are absolutely disgusting. Instead of welcoming my fiancé into our family, you're hurting her. How dare you? She's pregnant. You're going to be a grandmother. That's when his mom turned to me and screamed, what have you done to my boy? Your child will be a monster just like you. But Paul had enough. He said, don't worry. You will never meet your grandchild. And this is also the last time you will see me. He stormed out and I followed him. When we got home, I told Paul how sorry I was.
She's very nice. I hope she
I'm
doesn't
causing
like
so
that.
much trouble in your life. This is your last chance to leave me. If you want another girl, just tell me. I will understand. But Paul responded, I love you, and I will always love you. And he gave me a soft kiss on my lips.
Scheiße,
Of course, that's what every girl wants to hear. But we soon learned that love... Of course, that's what every girl wants to hear.
Stick
but we
here.
soon learned that love isn't always enough. Because after I gave birth to our daughter, Olivia, the problem started. I was supposed to take care of her. But due to my depression, I couldn't get out of bed. So when I heard Olivia crying in another room, I didn't go check for her. Paul didn't realize how terrible of a mother I was. Until one day, he came home from work and found our baby screaming on the ground with marks all over her face. She probably fell down the stairs, and this was the first time I'd seen Paul angry at her.
Why the hell didn't you get up? She fell down the stairs. This is the worst main character.
You are a terrible mother. And of course,
this girl is a joker.
And I was so depressed.
This guy is a...
Right now, all I do is watch this. Hope that my skin condition will get better someday. It is unbearable and ruining my life.
It didn't ruin your life. You did this yourself, lady. You did it to yourself. Alright, now let's react to Story Booth. She did it herself, guys. Subscribe to Story Booth, by the way. I wouldn't leave my crush alone, and I regret it.
What do you want from your KiwiSaver provider?
Okay. Bad.
This story happened when I was in middle school. I was still young then, so I had no idea what I was doing, neither did anyone else. For the last
I need 2
day
minutes to react to this, each 3 minutes long.
I had an extra English class, and in my class, I met this guy, and a guy I thought was cute.
Oh.
When I think about it now, he was just decent.
Oh, he was a decent. He was pretty decent, you know, decent.
He was in the closet. I just heard he was bisexual. During that time, I kind of developed a crush on him.
Oh, you kind of sound people gay.
Around came Valentine's Day, and I wrote him a little letter expressing how I actually felt about him, and asked him if he could be more than friends. So I kind of put on the desk and just kind of waited until the guy...
Okay, guys, I cannot finish this recording. I only have a minute left before YouTube will start denying my videos. So, you guys are finished. You guys should watch this video on Story Booth and give it a like. And, yeah. So, yeah, go watch the rest of this video on Story Booth. I can't right now. Do not have enough time. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be posting again later on tonight. I will be doing a gaming video. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed and have a good day.